Ah. So welcome everybody to the BeFLOW Collective community call. This is a call that we actually have every Monday with people that are in our membership. And we like to do these free calls that are open to all of our friends that we know and friends that we have yet to know every once in a while to give people an opportunity to gather together. It's so significant when we can spend some time together with intention and move our bodies, breathe together. We have this beautiful innate ability to heal our own system, to heal our own body. And when we come together and we move as a group, the speed of that gets accelerated, and it's amazing what is possible. We also get to mirror for each other and ourselves the different things that are going on, where we're at in our journey. And this also is a really beautiful gift. So these calls that we host, as I said, are put on by BeFLOW Collective. I'm on the call. Kyla Gent is my name. And then Katrina Weens, you'll see there in the black shirt. And Lee is also here in the green. There she is, waving her arms. And Jen is actually another one of our co-creators, and she's not on the call right now, but she may drop in a little bit later. So our intention with BeFLOW Collective is to give the community a place to gather, to come together and to share in the journey. So a lot of us have come through Human Garage and the journey of fascial maneuvers, and that was a road that we walked together for quite a while. And our intent now with BeFLOW as we move forward is to combine the opening of the fascia, the grounding into our body and our system, the remembering that we are safe and secure in this moment to be in this body with a number of different modalities, because we come in with all of these different interests and skill sets at different times. And so we started asking this question of, well, what happens if we open the fascia and we combine that with essential oils? What happens if we do it in the water? What happens if we do it all together as a group in Mexico in a cenote that's underground? What happens if we do it while we're creating art? What happens if we do it with EFT tapping? And we've had such amazing results. We've had so much fun doing it. And we've invited this group of people, many of you are a part of it, and today you're all a part of it, to gather together and play in this. One of the big things that we like to speak into all the time is that we aren't experts in anything other than our own perception of our own experience. And so we are constantly learning from the people that choose to gather with us, which is what makes this so fun and so amazing. I'll pass it over to Katrina if you want to introduce yourself and share a little bit more.
Yeah, hi everyone. I'm Katrina, and I know most of you here, and I know some people are going to be getting a recording later that aren't able to make it. And so I was introduced to the Human Garage fascia maneuver concept about 2 years ago, where I met Kyla. And through that relationship, this growing together, I remember it was like there was something going on in her body, and we would kind of help each other out. And it was this being together that, or if there was something in my body, I'd be like, well, what about this is what's happening in my body? The curiosity of being able to look at our body and go, what's the message that's coming here? And so working on our own, that's great. But being able to work in community with others is just super unbelievable. So most of us here are familiar with the concept of these fascial maneuvers. But for those who are new to this, I just want to address a few key concepts that are important when you're doing fascial maneuvers. So, one, intentionality, coming into it, tapping into the body and really grounding and recognizing where your body is feeling signals. So, as opposed to saying pain or something that's in a negative connotation, where are the signals that my body is simply telling us to address in some capacity? And so then another part of working with fascia maneuvers is this ability to move the fascia. So the fascia is this interwoven web, and that we get with traumas and stresses and just any chemical, emotional. We get this adhesion, as how I like to see it. And what we do is we work through and release this adhesion. And so by twisting the body and counter rotating and adding some internal pressure with breath and doing some conscious movement, we allow this and soften, really soften and relaxing into that space. We open through this fascia web. And so we will work through three zones. The zone one is our head, and we counter rotate it with the zone two, which is from shoulders to hips. And our third is from hips down. And when we counter rotate, it's like squeezing out this sponge. We breathe and relax into it. And today we'll practice this and open through those webs. Another is putting some pressure or pinning, or we call them little hugs, into different zones, and we just move through it and notice how that area has compression. And then when we release, add breath and move, this all opens up. And so today I'm really excited to guide you through some movements where you are going to be able to experience this movement of energy that is stuck or any of these signals. And so I'm looking forward to sharing this with you today.
Great. Thanks, Katrina. We'll continue to let some more people in here. Lee, would you like to say hello?
Go. Hi, everyone. Wow, it's amazing to see these faces. This is so sweet. I just want to reach through and touch you physically. It's such a treat. Wow, this is absolutely wonderful. I'm scrolling and just breathing you all in. This is beautiful. What a connection. So yes, I'm one of the coaches. I'm also a fascia, I would say fascia nerd. I guess I'm so fascinated by fascia and have certified in a zillion different modalities that are fascia based, and I love it, and I'll never stop inquiring and asking. And like you guys are saying, it is the ultimate connector. It connects us. It connects us to ourself. It connects us to our bodies, our spirit, our emotions, and it connects us to each other because fascia extends a little bit beyond the realm of our physical body. And that energy is what has continually made us a community and continued to expand us and expand us and expand us. So I am very excited, Katrina.
Yeah.
I've had a crazy day that I had no expectation even to be here. So yay. Ended up working with wonderful three dogs in a row this morning, which was just so fun to be working in dog fascia. I'm just going, wow, this world of fascia, it's unstoppable. So I'm really looking forward to participating today and feeling my fascia. So thanks for this opportunity and good to see everyone.
Yes.
Great. Thanks, Lee. Okay, let's sync up. So what we're going to do for anybody who is new to that term, I'll walk you through just a really simple arrangement of arms and legs, and then we'll breathe together. And this actually brings our frequency into harmony with one another, which is one of the beautiful, powerful things about community. So we're going to cross our right foot over our left, seated or standing, your preference. Right hand will just go under your left armpit, left hand on top of your right shoulder. Just roll your shoulders and straighten your spine, relaxing everything, melting towards the earth. Head turns to the left, and your body will turn to the right. If you're seated, just your torso. And we'll breathe in and out through the mouth 3 times. 1, 2, 3, and then in through the nose, out through the mouth. 1, 2, and 3. Slowly coming back to center and unwind. We're going to go straight into a little visualization just to set the container together on this beautiful step 20 day, which is all about holding the container. So I'm going to invite you to close your eyes if you feel comfortable. You can be seated or standing. And we're just going to bring our awareness to our breath. So breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. And on your exhale, just soften your body in through the nose and out through the mouth. One more in through the nose and out through the mouth. And I'm going to invite you to take your hands and place them on your thighs. Just rub them around in little circles or back and forth. And notice the texture beneath your fingertips, under your palms. And then bring them to stillness. In through the nose, out through the mouth. And now just notice the alignment of your body. Does your spine feel like it's straight? Are you leaning forward, backwards, to one side or the other? Just allow yourself to float a little bit in all directions. Then come back to whatever feels like alignment for you in this moment. Breathing in through the nose. Invite that breath all the way down the midline of your body, all the way down to your root, and then exhale it out. In through the nose, all the way back down the midline of your body, through your root, and now right into the seat if you're seated, or down into the floor below you if you're standing. As you continue breathing at your own pace, imagine that there is a thread now dropping down through the center of your body from your heart space, a golden thread dropping down through the floor into the ground. Just follow it with curiosity as it drops all the way down into the earth, going deeper and deeper, headed straight for the crystal core, the center of the earth. And once that golden thread reaches that core, I invite you to wrap it 1, 2, 3 times around the center. And on a deep inhale through your nose, draw your attention all the way back up that golden cord, that golden thread back to your heart. And then let's rest here for a moment and breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth. And as you exhale, I invite you to notice a little bowl sitting in your heart space. The golden thread runs down from the center of this bowl, almost like little roots. It holds the bowl, supporting it in place. Notice what the bowl is made of. Notice how the bowl feels. Is it big? Is it tiny? Is it made of something natural? Or has it been constructed? Just noticing this little bowl that is rooted to the center of the earth. Bringing your awareness now to the inside of the bowl. Imagine a little silver thread rising up through the center of the bowl, all the way up through the center line of your body and out the top of your head, traveling through the space in the room above you, up to the ceiling, up through the roof, or straight up into the sky if you're outside, headed up into the sky through the clouds, all the way up, continuing up, up, up this silver thread until it's amongst the stars. Notice one star shining more brightly than the others, calling out to you. And let's take that silver thread and wrap it 1, 2, 3 times around that star. On your next inhale, draw your attention all the way back down the thread, like you're traveling down a slide, and land right in that little bowl in your heart space. I invite you now to bring your hands into a bowl shape right at your heart. And breathe this little bowl in your heart out into your hands. Imagine it traveling with ease through the front of your body and appearing in your hands. And now that it's outside of your body, but still very close, I invite you to take any and all thoughts that are floating around in your head, any distractions, any to-do lists, anything that's coming up for you, any physical sensations in your body, and just invite them to float into the bowl. And notice that the bowl has so much room. It's got plenty of room for whatever you place in it. And as soon as something lands in the bowl, there's space for something else. Almost like it's got a little vacuum. Imagine that the bowl is drawing all of these thoughts, sensations, anything that needs to go into the bowl, just for right now, into this precious little vessel where it will be safe for the duration of this call. And if that process is yet to feel complete for you, just know that it will continue going on in the background as we start to move our bodies. I'll invite you to lay the little bowl out in front of you. Imagine resting it down on a bed of moss at your feet. And if you'd like to put a lid on it, you're welcome to. Knowing that everything in there is safe and secure. Breathing in through your nose. As you exhale, exhale a little pink bubble around your bowl, knowing that it will be protected. Bringing your awareness back to your body, I'll invite you to put your right hand on your heart, left hand on your lower abdomen. And let's take 3 breaths in and out through the mouth. 1. Softening the shoulders. 2. Softening the hips. 3. Softening the jaw. Bring your chin to your chest. And if your eyes were closed, I invite you to softly open them and just start to look around your space, orienting to the space that you're in. Just noticing different colors and textures that might be around you. You can reach out and touch something that's in front of you. Maybe there's a desk or a chair. Maybe it's your own thigh. Maybe it's a cord running to your computer or your phone. And just take a moment for that process of reorienting. You can also touch your body, squeezing the outsides of your arms. And when you feel ready, just bring your gaze back to the computer or the phone or the screen. And we'll get into some movement with Katrina. You're muted, Katrina.
Hi, everyone. Just before you stand, let's just take that head to the right and take a breath in and just notice any signals in the body. Breathe once through the mouth and let it go. Turn your head to the left. Breathe through the mouth. Just notice the sensations in the body. Does anything tighten up? And breathe through the mouth. 1. Come back to the center and just look up to the sky and breathe through the nose. Any signals, just take note. And chin to the chest. And breathe through the nose and notice any tension or resistance. And if you're seated, just slowly stand.
While
And
everyone's
bring your-
standing, Katrina, I apologize for interrupting.
Yep.
Can everyone see Katrina pinned or spotlighted? Because I still have gallery view. And I'm looking to spotlight her. She's spotlighted for everyone else? Great. Okay. Onward.
Okay.
Thank you.
So in this space, Just ground your feet into where is comfortable, shoulder width apart, and just move that right ankle in one direction in a little circle and just take a notice, bring awareness, and round it in the other direction. And onto the other foot, change, distribute the weight, and just move that whole leg from the ankle to the hip. And now in the other direction, just take notice. And then ground your feet right down. Round your shoulders to the back, breathing in and out in your own breath, pace, and then go the other way. And then just move the hips in one direction. Big round ones. See where there's edges or tensions or signals in the body. And let's go in the other direction. Good. And then come right back to center and feel that straight body, that lengthening through your spine coming up. And breathe in through the mouth once. Opening the chest through the ribs. And let it go. One more time through the nose. And let it go. Let's take the right hand in front and just bend the elbow and bring it to our back. And a little pin on this space here. Pin that space, let the shoulder relax, and that elbow is pointing forward. And let's just bring that left hand around to the body or by your side and turn the body to the left and head to the right. And just slightly bend the knees. Breathe through the nose. 1, 2, 3. And tilt the body slightly forward, keeping the hips squared, going towards the left knee. Breathe through the mouth. 1, 2, and 3. Come back up to center. And let's bring that elbow this time up to the sky. Take that left hand and gently turn that elbow with the left hand and lean a little to the left, looking to the right. Soften the knees a little and pelvic lock. And we'll do 6 breaths through the mouth. 1, feel the rib cage open. Fully inhale. Fully exhale. You may feel the desire to really lean to the left. Just soften it a little. Breathe again. And out. Through the nose. 2, 3. Straighten the knees. Keep the hands in this position. Lengthen the body. Head is back to front. Lengthen that spine. This time we're going to lean again to the left. Look to the right a little. And now we're going to breathe in, looking up. As you exhale, look down to the floor. In the mouth and out the mouth. One more like that. And out. Through the nose, look up. And fully look to the left. And down. Look up in the nose. And down. One more. And out, look down. Coming back to center. Keep that hand there. Bring it forward, that elbow. And as you're doing that, feel the back. The back is pinned with those fingers, just gently. And now we're going to tilt the body over to the left side and look up over the right shoulder. And we'll breathe here. Breathe 1. Again through the mouth. And one more. Little bit of weight onto that right side. Breathe through the nose. 2. And 3. Come back to center and let's let that go down. And as you do, let your fingers melt over the shoulder and down up over the chest and place the hand right on that chest here. right hand on the right chest. And we're going to just gently open that up, and we're going to open with the left, and we're going to just move through the chest here. Breathe in. Right hand is doing a little bit of pre-tensioning, and the left hand is just placed there, pressing down, not opening. And let's hold it open to the right side, and then just tilt the body forward a little towards that left knee, looking up to the sky. Breathe in, to the right, and exhale to the left, down. Bring your chin right to your shoulder on that left. Inhale, look up. Exhale, chin to chest. Again, up and down, and then through the nose, and down. Again. One more, and down. Straighten that body, and let's just let those arms come up and down. Shake them up, breathe in, shake them down. In and out. All right, taking that left hand, softening that swing. Left hand comes up onto that left shoulder. Pin that skin and just gently press that elbow forward. Take that right hand onto that elbow and twist here. Turn the body to the right and head to the left. Let your chin rest on that wrist. Breathe through the mouth. 1, 2, 3. And then just tilt the body towards that right knee just a little, in through the nose. 1, 2, open those rib cage. And 3. And coming back up, bring that arm over your head, twisting that elbow still, leaning to the right, look to the left. You can let your right hand, wrist rest on your head and just feel nicely softened. If you're feeling this real deep stretch, soften it, don't go so far. And let's breathe through the mouth. 1, 2, 3, and through the nose. 2, 3. Straighten the body here. Reposition just that elbow twist and look up to that left. Breathe in and look down to the floor. Behind on the right side. Breathe in, look up. Exhale fully, look down and behind. Again. And down. Breathe through the nose. 1, 2, and 3. Down. Let that arm come down forward. Let the fingers press into your back and let it melt across. Reposition that hand and twist it, bending at the knees and slowly, slowly coming forward this time towards the right knee and look up. So we're keeping the body straight and just folding at the hips. Let's breathe. 1, 2. See if you can soften. 3. Soften that rib cage. Inhale, relaxation. Exhale. Now through the nose for 3, 2, and 3. Coming back up to the front, let that left hand melt across. Soften the shoulders. Coming down onto the chest and just pre-tension, a little tension on that side, and open. And just place that right hand on the other side. And let's just move the body to the left, head to the right. Breathing. And rotate the other way slowly. Keeping your hips squared. So when you twist, push that Right hip forward. If you're turning to the right or to the left, through the nose. And one more. And let those hands come down and just shake them out. Shake them up and come back down. All right, what I'd love to do is to take your hands together. Either way, we'll do them both. And then just gently pull the fingers together and lock them. And we're going to just open through the shoulders here by putting a little tension. So bring that pressure out. So pulling your fingers apart. Breathe in one. And turn to the right. Head to the left. Breathe in. Center to the left and turn. And again, turn. And again. Now through the nose for 3, 2, and turn. Again. Let's add one more. And coming back to center and relax. We're going to interlace the fingers here. Taking them behind the neck and gently here pulling up to do a beautiful anti-gravity, a full spinal decompression. Looking up at the sky, open those elbows and just take a breath here and notice. Can you fill those lungs? Breathe through the mouth, one. And let it go. Now breathe through the nose and notice. And let it go. Keep the hips squared. Turn the body to the right and look up. Breathing in and out. A little faster pace. And out. And again. Come back to center. Turning over now to the left. Look up to the sky. Breathe in. 2 and 3. Keep it here. Pulling up that spine. Let's relax the shoulders. Bring the elbows down. Breathe through the nose with a little relaxation. And then open them up again. Pre-tensioning in that spine. And bring your chin to your chest. Breathing through the nose. 1, 2, 3. Keep the knees nice and long. Spine is long. And then breathe in. 1. And turn the body to the right. And exhale, center. And again to the left. Inhale. And center. And again, right. Exhale. And right, left. This time, hold it open on this right side. Bending the knees, hold the breath and exhale. Come back to center and straighten the knees. Inhale. To the left, hold the breath and bending the knees. And then exhale, back to center. Let the arms come down over the shoulders. Just melting over the chest and the hips, and then just shake here. We're going to come back and do a little bit more of that anti-gravity, but let's just relax in the shoulders here. Take the hands back onto the back side, grabbing down as far as you can into that spine, and let the fingers melt forward so your elbows now point forward. So you're pre-tensioning or tensioning, compression that area. And now sink it down, lengthen the spine. So we don't want it arched back in or out. We want it lengthened and look forward. And we'll breathe in here, 1. And open that right elbow to the left side, to the right side, and then exhale, center. Inhale to the left. And exhale, center. Again. To the right. To the left. And to the right. And left. All right, next one, you can come back to position 2 here, or send your body all the way down into a full squat, your choice, and curl that chin to your chest, and we'll take 6 breaths together. 1 through the mouth. 2, 3, through the nose. 2 and 3. Pressing into your heels, lifting up, folding at the hips, stay folded. Take a breath in here through the nose. Come up a little more, breathe through the nose. Chin is still to the chest, one more breath. And bring the elbows all the way open. Open your wings, open your chest, and then release it down. Walk that one out for a moment, and then we're going to come down just onto the mat or onto the floor. Grab a cushion if you have one, just to support your knees if you choose. Or you can stay seated. All right? So if you're seated, you can just sit at the edge of your chair. And we're going to start on our knees here. I'm going to come back a little. Right here. And we're going to step forward with our right foot. So we're in this beautiful, I'm going to lower a little. We're in this beautiful position right here. We're going to give ourselves a hug. It doesn't matter which way. Give yourself a hug. All right. From here, you're just going to turn the body slightly to the right, head to the left, and then just fold forward and rest onto your knee. So we're resting here. Good. And we'll breathe in here. So it's a modified totally twisted. 2 and 3. Through the nose. Soften the body. 2 and 3. Opening that left hip body. And we'll take a stage breath here through the mouth. 1, 2, and 3. And let it go. Again, 1, 2, 3. Hold the breath. And soften and let it go. 1 more. 2, 3. Hold it and then soften. Now slowly come up. And we're going to take our leg now out to the side. So hips are square. And now that right leg is out to the side. And what I want you to do is keep that knee and ankle in a nice straight line. And you're going to just move the body a little bit into it. And I want you right here to imagine softening through the pelvic region in this pelvic bone. Breathe in. See if you can open it. And then as you exhale, let the hip drop and pull up. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. We're going to put a little bit of pressure onto that thigh. So take your right hand onto your thigh. And we're just going to slightly move the body into the weight into that foot. And we're going to turn the body over to the right and head to the left. And we'll breathe in here. 2 and 3. And then through the nose. 2, 3. Come back to center here. Take that left hand underneath the thigh, and we're going to do a slight little rotation outward to your back wall. And then we're going to just sink the hip down and breathe in. And then exhale up. Inhale, relax that hip down and open it, pressing it to the back wall. And exhale, come up. Again. And through the nose, the next one. 2 and 3. We do a lot of opening. Relax now through this side. So what I'd like us to try to do is take that right hand underneath the thigh. I'll turn this way. And we're going to open through that pelvic region to really soften and expand in this zone. So hand is in that upper quadricep, the upper back thigh. And you're going to twist the body and you're going to just slightly open through that hip. And let's sink into it just with a movement here. Turn your head into the left and the body is to the right. And we'll take 6 breaths. In here, inhale. Exhale, press up. Inhale, relax it out. Relax. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Through the nose. Again. Opening those sit bones. One more. And come up. All right, we'll switch sides. So take that left foot now over and in front. And give yourself a hug. Probably a different way than the last. I'm not going to have you think too much right or left. Just it usually will feel a little bit different. And turn the body to the left, head to the right, and then just bring your body forward to where you're comfortable. And if you choose, you can let your elbows rest onto that left knee. And let's breathe through the mouth. 1, 2. Let your chin rest on that shoulder. Through the nose. 2, 3. And stage breath here. 1, 2. A little bit more. Hold it. Then let it go. Again. 2, 3. And let go. One more. 2, 3. And let go. Coming back up. Bring the arms down and let that leg come up to the side, onto the left. Take that left hand and just press against the skin until it stops. That's where we want to hold. And we've got a little pretension through this hip, and we're just going to rock back and forth for a moment. Turn the body to the left and head to the right. Take some breaths in the mouth and out. Through the nose. 2 and 3. Now let's take that right hand underneath the thigh and turn it out. And let's bring that body forward into it. Turn the head behind to the right, body to the left. And let's breathe in. 1, 2, 3. And through the nose. 2, 3. And then come up gently. Let that leg relax. Take that left hand and go underneath the thigh, and we're going to open. We're going to pull that hip open. Take the right hand on the top and rotate it inward. And let's breathe in here. 1. And come up. Inhale, let it come down. Exhale, let's pull up right through that pelvic bowl. Inhale, come down. And exhale, come up. Through the nose. And let it go. Again. We'll do one more here. And slowly press yourself to a standing position and just go for a minute, walk, and we'll see how that moves in through the body. Just walk it. If you have back and forth. Coming back to center space. And when you're ready, we can rock our feet forward and back. And Kyla's going to lead us in a few really slow, intentional movements to bring us back into a deep, slow body movement.
Great. Thanks, Katrina. Okay, my spotlight still isn't showing on my screen. Am I spotlighted for everyone? Awesome. Okay, so standing, if you choose to stand, I'm just going to invite you to start to rub your hands together. And we're going to move the hips in a figure 8. So just softly moving your hips in a figure 8, you can now plant your palms onto your hip bones. And just notice your shoulders. If you're holding any tension there, just let them melt towards the ground. Bringing all of your attention to your hips. Notice your legs. How do your legs feel as you move? What happens if you start to bend your knees and make your figure 8 bigger? I'll invite you to repeat after me. If it's safe for me, I take this time for me. If it's safe for me, I listen to my body and follow my own rhythm. Maintaining that contact with your body, I'm going to invite you to bring your right hand up the midline all the way to your heart. And just press your palm into your heart. And let's try taking these figure 8s in the opposite direction you were just going. Notice how this changes the sensations in your body. Does it feel like you've reversed? Or were you going in your perceived reverse first, and now you're moving forward? Continue to bend your knees and invite yourself to bring your entire body forward so that it feels like you're actually laying your chest into your own hand. And as we come forward, let's bring that left hand around to the low back, right on the sacrum, right against the skin if that feels comfortable for you. Fingertips pointing down. And as we move the hips, notice the connection between your two palms. Coming back up to a little bit more of a standing. What sensations are you noticing in your body? I'm going to invite you now to actually take a little bit of that skin over your heart, and we're going to start to torque it gently and with intention in a clockwise direction. So your thumb is starting to point upwards towards the sky. And we're going to go the opposite way with the other hand, creating a beautiful spiral that travels through your entire body. And let's sink back down into those hips. And let's move our head from side to side as we breathe together, in through the mouth. And as you exhale, just soften down deeper into your squat. Rising up a little bit as you inhale. And then sinking down as you exhale. Imagining that as you torque your body in this gentle and loving way, you're wringing out a towel. And as you wring out that towel, everything that's ready to go starts to go. And as you breathe and you exhale, you let it out of your body. So this time, breathing in through the mouth. And as you exhale, almost imagine that you're a dragon and your exhale is like fire. And turn your head from side to side and just let that fire be released all of this energy that you no longer need, that no longer serves you. Letting it go now with gratitude and appreciation because it did serve you in some way. Let's do one more deep breath in. Bring your head to the left, and as you exhale, turn your head to the right, letting it all go. Slowly coming back up to standing. Soften your hands. Just allow them to drip down your body and shake them out. And as we move, I invite you to listen to any cues that your body is sending you, anything that you're being invited to do. If you're signaled to sit, to walk, to move faster or slower, this is all you for you. Bringing your hands so that they're just hanging at your sides. Notice where they touch your thighs naturally and just start to move your fingertips, letting your fingertips dance along your thighs. Back to that figure eight with the hips. And as we inhale through the nose, drawing your hands up, shoulders stay soft, but hands come all the way up over the ribs into the armpits, and then dive towards center. Right hand first over the heart, left hand on top of the back of the right hand. Notice your shoulders. Is there any tension that you can let go? And now let's bring that figure eight up into the shoulders, inviting the entire upper body to start to move, and actually using your elbows to lead the way. Imagine that your elbows are creating space for you on either side, making room for your body. I'll invite you to repeat after me. I give myself permission to occupy my full body. I remember how I feel being me. I choose to stay in my body in this moment. And if it's safe for me, I choose to be here with all of my presence. Coming back up to standing, but continuing to have that flow through your body. I'm going to invite you now to bring your elbows up towards the sky. Imagine that there's little strings attached to them, and the backs of your hands will start to run along your cheeks until you get to your ears, and then lay your fingers onto your face, onto your cheeks, and just feel your jaw here. We carry so much in our jaw, so much. I'm going to invite you to point your right fingers forward and just touch that huge muscle in your jaw that carries so much for us. And then point your left fingers back again, just light fingertips on your jaw. And then we're going to press in towards center, and elbows both come down, so fingertips pointing up towards the sky. Drop any tension out of your shoulders, come down into your hips, and let's move together and breathe. In through the mouth, out through the mouth. You can move your head, you can move your entire torso. In through the mouth, out through the mouth. Readjust your fingers as you need. In, out. Really noticing the connection between your jaw and your hips. Choosing to let go of whatever is ready to go, and doing so with love and gratitude today. This is a gentle practice where we meet our body where our body is at. There's no pushing and forcing. Everything is gentle and intentional. I'll invite you to repeat after me, softly slowing down, slowly coming back to stillness. Just moving your head actually now. Fingertips soft on your jaw. and repeat after me. I can love what I feel, and I can feel what I love. I can love what I feel, and I can feel what I love. One more time as you bring your fingertips down to your throat. Feel the vibration as you speak. I can love what I feel, and I can feel what I love. As light as wings, your elbows lift up so they're horizontal, fingertips on either side of your throat, so soft, the softest you've ever touched yourself. And I'll invite you to repeat after me. I speak my truth. I remember my voice. I choose me, and I receive my words with love. I speak my truth. I remember my voice, and I receive my words with love. Lifting up ever so slightly towards your jawline, again down into the hips, and let's move and breathe. Let it be soft. Let it be gentle. Let it be tender. In through the mouth, out through the mouth. Confirmation. In through the mouth, out through the mouth. If your shoulders are getting tired, just let them melt down towards the ground. Elbows come down towards the ground. Right hand comes down towards your chest. Just run your fingers along your throat. And again, let's feel the vibration in our throat as we speak. Left hand lifting up, right hand coming down, creating just the most gentle separation, just the most gentle opening. I give myself permission to love what I say and say what I love. You can come down into the hips if you choose and continue moving. I give myself permission to love what I say and say what I love. One more time. I give myself permission to love what I say and say what I love. Allow your fingertips to be magnetized down to your heart line. Notice how it feels to press your fingertips into the center line of your body here, into your heart. Feel your heartbeat through your fingertips. Shoulders melting, hips soft, jaw soft, everything soft, eyes soft, breath soft. Pausing for a moment. I'll invite you to repeat after me. I remember how it feels to take all the time I need. I remember how it feels to take this time for me. I remember how it feels to slow down so much that I'm just listening to my heartbeat. I'm secure to be me. Left fingertips stay where they are. Right fingertips trace up to your chin, over your jaw, to the left ear. We're going to take the top of our left ear, elbow's going to come up overhead, and now the left fingertips come to join to the chin, along the jaw, and then grabbing the earlobe. We're going to pull our ear apart, again, in the most gentle, intentional way. I'll invite you to repeat after me as we pull our earlobe and the top of our ear apart, coming down into the hips, twisting the ear around, looking for places that it is saying, yes, I choose this. And speaking after me, I can love what I hear and hear what I love. I can love what I hear and hear what I love. I can love what I hear and hear all that I love. Back to center, elbow comes down, right hand onto your cheek. We're still maintaining contact with this beautiful body. Left hand on top of the right hand. Soften the shoulders. Chin drops slightly towards your chest. And just notice how it feels to let your head, the weight of your head, sink into your palm. I remember how to support myself. I call on my support, and my support is all around me. Gently bringing your head back to center, bringing your right hand out from under the left, tracing along the chin, along the jawline, finding your way to your earlobe on the right hand side. And then left hand comes up over the top of your head. Discover the top of your right ear. And let's open this ear, coming down into the hips, inviting this opening through your entire body. Let's move and breathe together in and out through the mouth. 1, 2, 3. I invite you to repeat after me. I remember the sound of my love. I remember the sound of my voice, speaking words of love. I hear my love now. Coming back to center. Left arm comes down, elbow towards the ground. Again, soften your hands against your cheek and just rest your head. Let the entire weight of your head be supported by your own hands. Notice how this feels. I invite you to repeat after me. Me support me. Me hold me. Me love me. Head softly comes back up to center. Hands sink down to the heart. Right hand, left hand on top. And then we're just going to draw our right hand down the midline of our body to the right hip. Breath here and exhale. And then draw your left hand down the midline of your body to your left hip. Breathe in and exhale, softening the shoulders, softening the hips, softening the jaw. And then just soften your shoulders even more, elbows even more, hands even more, until your hands are just floating at your sides. Move your fingertips around, roll your shoulders a little bit. If you feel signal to walk this in a little bit, I encourage you to do so. Move your body in whatever way feels right for you. Take your time. Notice how you feel. When we're willing to slow down and really listen, our body is so eager to communicate and to send us signals. This is a rich time of receiving, and your body may have beautiful messages for you here. Notice how it feels to be the one touching your body in a secure way. When you bring your hands onto your body and we maintain contact like this for an extended period of time, does that feel secure for you? Just notice how that feels in your body. There's no yes or no, right or wrong. It's just what your body is telling you. All of the messages are valid, beautiful, full of code, full of opportunity. When you feel ready, if you would like to, I invite you to sit. If your signal is to stay standing, you are absolutely welcome to do that. If anybody would like to share anything that they're noticing, you can raise your hand or you can put it in the chat. When we feel ready, I'm going to actually invite everyone to return to that little bowl that we put everything in. It may have floated off into a different direction. It may still be right in front of you. It may appear right in front of you as we bring our intention and our attention to it. Is it still secure inside of its pink bubble? Notice what has changed. Invite it to come closer. And if visualizing is not your thing, that is perfect too. Just feel what you are noticing in your body. Is the bowl full? Are there things that you placed in there that you would like to bring back into your body now? What if there was a new opportunity for a new agreement? I invite you to really reflect on whether the things that you placed in this bowl are things that you require. Some may be, some may not be. As you breathe, I invite you to imagine that your exhale is this cleansing breath, and it actually travels into the bowl and it lifts up all of those parts and pieces that you placed in there. And whatever is ready to go, it just starts to float away in this really soft, beautiful way, this intentional way that's full of gratitude and appreciation. If it's time for it to go, it's okay to say goodbye. Whether it was a mental thought that was circulating, something that you'd been carrying for a long time, a sensation in your body, you choose what you invite back into this vessel, this beautiful body of yours, and you choose what you breathe out into the arms of the universe, knowing that it will be fully transmuted into love. Deep breath in through your nose, out through your mouth, right into that bowl. In through your nose, Out through your mouth. Notice what is swirling, what is changing, what is still. One more in through your nose and out through your mouth. And I invite you now to share your gratitude with this bowl. If you choose to bring the energy of this little bowl back into your heart, you're welcome to do so. If you choose to envision it going back into the earth or up into the sky, whatever feels right for you. And when that process feels complete for you, I invite you to come back into this space, come back to the screen. As always, if anybody has anything they would like to share or speak into, you're welcome to.
I have something that's never happened to me before. Happened today.
Exciting.
So thank you guys so much. That was a beautiful practice. The joints weaving was perfect for me. I love it every moment. And in the three decrees, when you said me support me, I can't remember the middle one, and me love me. To my surprise, each time I was pulled forward off my feet in a solid yes in a muscle testing. The first time I just literally fell forward, put myself up. You said the second phrase, which I can't remember. Interesting. Fell forward again, and on me, love me, the same thing. I just pulled into such a big full body yes. I've never felt that before in a fascial practice before. So thank you. That was so much fun.
Beautiful. Wow, what an amazing share. Thank you, Lee.
It
Yeah,
was delightful. It went from confusion to joy. Like, am I losing my balance? No,
yeah.
this is a yes.
I choose this?
Exactly. This is what a full body yes feels like.
Ah, wow. Yes.
So
Really,
thank you
Okay,
both for leading me to that moment.
yeah,
I
thank you.
want to piggyback on that. Lee, thank you so much for sharing that. I had the exact same experience, but I thought I was just falling over. I didn't know that that was my body, full body yesing. So thank you so much for saying that because I was like, "Oh, where am I going? What's happening?" And I like had to catch myself, and then I was like, "No, come back. It's okay. You didn't fall. You're safe." So thank you for sharing that
Oh,
Oh,
that's so
because now I'm even like
beautiful.
more excited. Yes, thank you.
We can grin about this all week now.
I know, right? It's one way to lift the cheekbones.
Nice share. Thank you.
yeah,
Thank
thanks,
you.
Michaela. And this is a beautiful example of moving and sharing in community so that when we have these similar overlapping experiences in our body, that suddenly that can, spark a realization of something shifting in a new way. Beautiful. Thank you both for those shares. Anyone else? Katrina, are we on gallery view? All I see is gallery view. My universe is gallery view today. I believe that we are.
I'm just trying to sort that out. I'm not sure how to get to that. So, um,
So for me, it looks like nobody is spotlighted. I choose to just clarify this. Is everyone still just seeing me?
I was, but then I went to my own personal view and chose gallery and I was able to see everyone. So it's a personal
Yeah,
choice. Yeah.
great. So in the top right corner of your screen, you'll be able to see options for speaker, gallery, multi-speaker, and immersive. And if you just choose gallery for yourself, not, I seem to not have control over that today.
yeah, I don't think it's on.
Okay, is everybody able to see that? I would love for everyone to be able to see each other. Great. Okay, thank you. Thanks for asking and for sharing. We I shared a lot of conscious language today for the movement piece that I led. I'm curious how those phrases feel for people. And, sometimes one is really going to land for you and you'll notice a shift in your body, like Lee and Michaela have spoken into. And other times, many of them will. Sometimes it's only one. Sometimes it's just a little change. Like even what you were saying, Lee, how we had those three phrases when we had our head in our hands. I gave you three invitations. I offered you three invitations. And so sometimes the me love me is the one that today your body is like, yes, I choose this. And sometimes it's something totally different. So I encourage you, if you enjoyed that process, to go back and watch the recording. And if there were some phrases, just going to mute that. If there were some phrases that really spoke to you, jot them down and play with repeating them to yourself. There are some that I say every morning as part of my routine in the shower. One of them, which I introduced you to parts of today, is um, I can love what I feel and feel what I love. That can also be I can love what I see and see what I love. I can love what I touch and touch what I love. I can love what I hear and hear what I love. And that's a pretty massive invitation to love what we see or feel. Let's just talk about feel for a second. I can love what I feel. What if I'm feeling something that doesn't feel so good? It's a really big invitation to bring ourselves into a place of, am I okay no matter what's happening in this external mirroring and reflection of the world? And sometimes we are okay with it, and sometimes we're really not. It's a beautiful exploration because the second part of that phrase is I can love what I feel and feel what I love, which is a remembering and a reawakening of feeling all of those things that we love. How beautiful is that? Especially when they're paired together. Would anyone like to share anything else about what they experienced?
I'll go.
Great. Yeah.
Um, yeah, with regard to that piece, yeah, it was the I love what I say because mine seems to be all about speaking my truth these days. So it just really resonated. It was like, oh, there was something about feeling the vibration as I said it and just feeling like connecting the vibration with the energy of what's coming out of in and out of this part of me. Yeah, it was really beautiful and unexpected. Yeah, it was just yeah, a different way to view it and feel it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
But it was all great. I feel like my body's so open and free and the meditation. So thank you, Katrina and Kyla. Um, the meditation was so interesting because I used to meditate and okay, yeah, I often would meditate and I had a black heart or the black spot or a hole in my heart
Mm.
and haven't experienced that for years. And in this little bowl was a little charcoal heart. And when it came, and it had the other things like thoughts and things in it. And when it came back, it was there, nothing else was. And then it just disintegrated. So it was just, yeah, it was really cool. So I
Oh,
had to
that's so
share.
amazing.
Yes. Thank you.
Beautiful.
Yeah, it's
Ah,
beautiful. And it was in a wood bowl, and the bowl went back into the ground, and everything was just really super spacious. So thank you.
oh, amazing.
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing that, Judy. Wow. Wow. Really amazing. I'm always so curious what people's bowls look like and what we can actually awaken to as a possibility when we give ourselves the choice to bring those things back in. First, we put them in a very secure place, right? And it's just for a short period of time. We make the agreement, okay, just for this class, and it's in a pink bubble and it's in a bowl, and I can put a lid on it if I choose to. It's totally secure there. And then we get to make a new choice if we choose to. beautiful. This is exactly the intent of just coming together and taking this time and slowing everything down. You know, we can be so busy with all of the stuff. I know I'm looking around at all of your faces. I know how busy so many of you are, myself included. And to just say, okay, we're going to come together for an hour and a half or whatever it's going to be, and we're going to be really intentional with this time. And we're going to show up not only for ourselves, but for each other. That's a really beautiful thing. And that's why we do this. And then
Thank you.
things like this can happen. Anything's possible. Thank you for sharing. Carrie.
Hi. I've been doing for a couple of weeks now these heart protection affirmations every morning. It was a serious joy thing that began at at zero Pisces. And so when we were doing the visualization with the bowl, my bowl was this. I'm serious. It was like a substance. I don't even know what it is, but all it would do was receiving love, and anything else stayed outside of that. And this is what my intention has been for weeks. And so there was nothing in there. So I thought, okay, what am I going to do? God's got this thing going on. And so I just expanded that whole thing. I was like, okay, where's the bowl? The bowl's like, no, we're not leaving your heart. Everything's cool. There's nothing here to set off to the side. And I felt like, well, I'm not participating in the class. And it's like, dude, you don't have anything to put in that bowl today. And I thought it was really powerful because if anyone's been doing the serious joy, the affirmations for protection of the heart, I was surprised that it wasn't a whole ball of, muckety muck, like usually happens when I'm visualization, in this space. So anyway, it was, this bowl of like 100% protection, and anything that doesn't belong is constantly just being released as long as it's safe for me. I thought it was, and there was nothing there for me except enjoy.
Amazing. Beautiful. I love the contrast of that experience. And this is the thing. And that's why we speak into this when we have these calls. Adapt it for what feels right for you, whether it's how we're moving or what I'm inviting you to visualize. The whole process is for you. So you can listen to what I'm saying and be like Carrie, what you did. Yep, there's nothing there, so I choose to expand this feeling of love. And this is perfect. And this is exactly where you are today. And this is also an opportunity, perhaps, to mirror what you've been doing for the last 20 days. Wow, how beautiful. Yeah, thanks for sharing that. Amazing. Anyone else? Anyone who hasn't gathered for a while? Great, Michelle. I'll come to you in one quick sec. I'll just choose to plant this seed. Anyone who hasn't gathered and moved together for a while, I would also love to hear how it was for you today to come together in this way. Michelle.
Just wanted to share that when we were doing the movement, like we've done some really deep stuff. And so I'm like, I don't know how I feel about this. And like 3 weeks ago, I had a Charlie horse in my neck and it still lingers, like it's still there. And then after we did everything, it's gone. So I'm like, oh, this is what I needed, whether I wanted it or not. Like I haven't been able to lift my head off a pillow without lifting my head up first. And, a lot of tension in my neck. So thank you for giving me what I needed, even though I didn't know it's what I needed. So thank you.
Amazing. I love it when this happens. And sometimes that does come up, right? We will be in some sort of invitation. We've said yes to it. We're like, okay, I'm here. But there's a bit of like a resistance comes up. There's code in that for us as well. Even if, so for example, there have been classes that I've gone to where I'm like trying to watch the instructor and I'm trying to do it right, and I'm like, I don't understand the instructions, and then I feel frustrated. There's code in that for us as well. There's code in that for me. Whatever sensations or feelings are rising up, it's all for me. And then, like Michelle, to return to your example here, how beautiful that something that was stuck moved because you showed up for you and you stayed committed to that agreement and you showed up for everybody else here. I don't know where you've gone. I'm looking for your face. Oh, there you are. Great. Yeah, thank you. Marlene?
Hi.
Hi, great to
Yeah.
see you.
Yeah, you too. Yeah, it's been a while, I think, since Costa Rica, and then I see some familiar faces from there. And then I did a workshop in Vancouver, and since then I've been just kind of on my own. I've gone through the Human Grudge, the 28-day reset. I did January, I'm doing February, but I haven't been interacting a whole lot on there. I just feel like I've, sort of separated, but it was so nice to be with everyone today. Just that connection just made a huge difference. And yeah, it was just nice. I'm not back in BC right now. I'm in Arizona. So I get up every morning, I do my fascial maneuvers, and Leah, I do block therapy every morning. Then I go do pool aerobics. And so I'm really sort of, yeah, exactly. So I've been trying to live that. I'm living the healthy lifestyle. I'm having fun down here and working on, just working on keeping everything open. And
That's so great. Yeah. Yeah, so wonderful to have you join and be a part of the class today, Marlene. Thank you
thanks.
for sharing. Yeah.
James wants to know what part of Arizona you're in, Marlene.
I'm in Yuma. Is James from down here?
I don't know. We'll find out.
Yuma's a little far from me, but
Oh,
I was just curious. It's like, man, maybe she's close. Maybe we could meet.
yeah. Well, I'll be heading back from here in towards the end of this month. Then I'll be making my way back to BC, to the
Okay.
Okanagan Valley.
Okay. Well, Surprise is a suburb of Phoenix, so
Oh, okay.
Oh, you're in a place called Surprise. I missed that when I read your message, James.
yeah, no, yeah. Most people are like, "What? You're in a town called Surprise?" I'm like, "Yeah." It's funny how it got the town name. They're like, "It'd be funny if it'd be a surprise if a town ever popped up here," and
Right.
the town did. They were like, "All right, it's Surprise."
I love that. Yeah, just instant joy. Yeah. Yeah, that's great. How's everyone feeling? Allie, yeah.
Well, for me, I woke up so tired with the time change, which
Yeah.
was I could have slept right through, I felt like. So when I did the meditation, I was in this like space of I don't even know where I was. I was not here, and I could have just stayed there. I think you called me too, and you said something, and I was like, oh, right. I'm in the class. So you took me completely to like a zen where I was just I could have limitlessly lived there. So that was so nice because I felt the comfort, and I think it was all about supporting myself and all of the affirmations that you were saying. I felt so comfortable in my body
Mm,
that I didn't need to be aware of where I was. So that was beautiful. Thank you.
amazing. Yeah, thanks, Allie. Appreciate that. Daniela, hi.
Hello. I just wanted to share I'm happy to be here live and not only on a recording. Like usually I do a lot of recordings. So I'm quite happy that I joined today live and it opened up a lot for me today. I'm on my period, and so all this hip and leg opening was really good for me. I felt it a lot in my lower back, all the things Katrina was doing, my neck, everything popped and cracked. And I also feel ready for bed now. I'm really like grounded and in flow. And yeah,
Beautiful. Oh, that's
thank
great.
you.
Yeah, thank you for sharing. And always nice to see you with your little ones.
Yeah. Someone is always running around me, right?
Yeah.
I'm never on my, I'm never on my own. But it's fine. I mean, she even participated in some of the exercises. She's always like doing things and
Yeah.
participating and learning. And yeah, it's nice
Yeah.
to see as well, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's amazing. Yeah.
You're such a great role model for her.
Yeah, I mean, she's out of the three, she's the one the most curious about. So, and I started doing the workshops in kindergarten, and I have a new one coming up with parents, and she's always like in the front, moving, showing stuff. No, it's really cute, and I love to see her and to see how her body is really in flow. Out of the three children, she's really like an octopus, always.
Yeah.
That's amazing to see.
Oh, it's so inspiring. That's amazing. Wonderful. Well, everyone, we've got a couple of things to share before we close the call. First up, we have a workshop coming up that we would love to let everyone know about. And actually, as a result of having this free class, we are sharing a promo code for it. Oh, hey, Christina. I just saw you pop on. Hi. So our next workshop that's coming up is called Love Lines, and it's all about astrocartography and digging into our Venus lines, which is all about love connections, not only, the idea of a soulmate, but also self-love, nurturing and cultivating love in our own lives. And I don't know a ton about astrocartography, so when we were chatting with this woman, Julie G, that we're bringing on as a guest, she teaches it in a way that looks at where your Venus lines run on like a world map, but then you can actually take the energy of the different places that it runs through and integrate those into your life where you are. So one part of me thought, okay, astrocartography, you look at your Venus lines and it's like, oh, my Venus line runs through Bali. I guess I better move to Bali if I want to have an amazing, abundant love life. And it's not that at all. It's all about cultivating and activating and awakening this energy in your life right now, right where you are. Whether you're with the love of your life or you're looking for love, this is something that can be elevated and activated and magnetized. So we're really excited about this offering. This is the next one coming up, March 21st. You can see it on our website. And for anybody that participated in the class today, we're offering 22% off because we're in gate 22 right now, the gate of openness. And so we'll drop the code for that. Anybody that came straight onto the link and didn't sign up technically for a ticket, if you would like to have access to this recording, please drop your email into the chat because I won't have it otherwise. And I'll be sending that recording out. And then I'm also going to drop this promo code, which is just LoveLines22 for anybody that chooses to go and check that out if you feel like it's a fit for you. And then for anyone else that is interested, actually, Katrina, would you mind dropping the link directly so that people can go straight there and check out the workshop? Thanks. I appreciate that. For anybody else who is here and yet to explore our community, BeFLOW Collective does have a membership option. We do have these calls every Monday at this same time that we had today. And if you're part of the membership, we've got three different options. The middle and the top option, you can be on all of those Monday calls. We also currently have some other free calls and offerings for our members. You get a discount on all of our workshops, and there's a community where you can chat and connect and share and up-level each other, which is such a beautiful part of the experience. If anyone has any questions about any of that, we're happy to answer those. And if you just enjoy dropping in and joining us when we do these free calls, we'll be doing more of these. I know some people have given the feedback that the Monday midweek, if you're in North America, it's midday, can be challenging. And so we are going to do some stuff on the weekend as well, just to continue to support the community. If there's anything that you're actually looking for in community and gathering in this way, we're always open to feedback and ideas. We have some people that are members of our community that are going to be running workshops with us. Our whole intent is co-creation and to uplift each other in this group movement. And so that's why we love gathering. That's why we love gathering in person and also online. And we just appreciate each and every one of you. You making the choice to show up here today and bring your beautiful energy is a gift to us. And so we thank you. We will be sending this recording out, so you will have access to it if I do have your email. So if you've got any questions, James, do you have a question?
Sorry, no, I was using
Stretching?
my laser pointer to play with my cat. My bad.
Well, I love that actually. And I choose that for your cat. Amazing. Okay, so I'm just taking a quick scroll back. If there's anybody that asked a question in the chat that I have yet to address, please just unmute yourself and speak into it. I don't feel like there are any that I'm seeing. Okay, I believe we're ready to go. Everybody's given their email that chooses to get the recording that I may not have it for. Awesome. And if you have any question that you prefer to wait until the recording's done and we're closing down the call, I'll stay on. Katrina and I will stay on for a couple minutes. Thank you, everyone. So beautiful to
Bye.
meet you all. We love you all. Thank you again. Take care.